Coming up next, for Virginia, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best if they expect to beat them. Tip-off in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
When you look at this visiting team, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with money. Then it's Silk, then it's T, and it's Bailey in at the 4 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Clark is out there with Baller. Then there's B, then it's Silk, and it's D in at the 5, roaming the paint. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, you put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
a
a
lot
shout
of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chalk. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it. Curry land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
3 terrific names. Connects from 3-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Passes it to Baller. Kicks it to Clark. Pass to B. Here's Silk. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Baller. Beyond the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. Silk passes to T. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Passes it to Baller. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Silk. 14 points from him the last game again. Pass to Silk. The dish to Howard. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 8 points his last outing. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. That's tipped. Baller passes to B. Deflects the pass. And as it goes out of bounds, Virginia able to keep the ball here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Mr. Fundamentals got 5 now.
Well, doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
The pass to Baller. Passes to D. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's T. It's deflected. Pass to Clark. Fast break. Here they come. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He has 5. Pass to T. Here's the hook. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
The pass to B. Here's Silk. Baller passes to B. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Back to Howard. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Silk. Pass to T. A fadeaway. No good on that one. And Virginia going the other way now.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
Here's Bailey. The Cavaliers making the shot. That one falls. Here's Clark. Now the pass to D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here is Elliott. Howard dishes to Morrow. Here's Elliott. Drills it from outside.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Pass to Clark. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Clark's got 7.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Johnson, that's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Virginia working the ball around. Passes it to Clark. For the three. The shot missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
D passes to Jay. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Thunder's checked in for Silk. Here's Thunder. Pass to Howard. He kicks it to Morrow. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Elliott. Good on the three-point shot. Elliott's got his second basket of the night. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Back to Clark. And there's the pass to Jay. Passes it to Jay. Fades back. The rebound by Johnson. Gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 4. To the right side. Six to shoot. Pass to D. Hook shot on the way and off the glass. That one's good. D's got 5 now.
A nice form on that hook shot there.
Pass to Elliott. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
T, the pass to Jay. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Some changes for Virginia. D comes in for D, and J subbed in for T. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside Howard. No good on the shot. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Here is Howard after the basket by Virginia. Inside, here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Here's Clark. He's got 7. But they get it back. Down low, here's Jay. Virginia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Can't connect from short range. Virginia trails by 4. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Clark. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Here's D. It'll count. And so the first quarter is in the books. The away team leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Here is Elliott. We've got Money. Johnson is out there with the eraser. And it's Thunder, and it's Elliott in at the 3. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul. Here's Thunder. No points in the game yet for him. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Howard. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's D, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Now, here's Howard. He's guarded closely.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Here's Nixon. There's the pass to D. Here's Big Cat. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's
yeah.
talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast. You
mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
Now here's Howard. He's coming off a 13-point game again. Great look, but off the mark. D is guarded by Howard. Yep, it counts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Thunder passes to Johnson. Howard drives in. Pass to Thunder. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Virginia. Makes it off the glass. D's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 5. Pass to Howard. From deep. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And the pass to Silk. Here's Big Cat. Kicks it to Clark. Tipped away. Passes to Silk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. Second chance shot. Here's Big Cat. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. T, the pass to Howard. This one for 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, then on Sunday.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Morrow. To the middle. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Launches a three. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Virginia decides to take their first time out here. B's checked in for Virginia. Baller comes in for Jay. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Baller, he's guarded by Howard. Baller passes to Big Cat, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
T, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Picked him clean. The pass to T. Oh, that's blocked, but he stays with it. Silk buries the long-range jumper. Silk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Clark. They need this one. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 9. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
D, he's checked in for Virginia. And Virginia with possession here. A 12-point game. Clark, the pass to Big Cat. Here's Baller. No good with the triple. Gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Passes it to Howard. Knocked away. Here's Bailey. It's rebounded by Virginia. Big Cat's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's sent back by Howard. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Here's Clark. He's got 10. Baller is guarded by Howard. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his first foul. Pass to B. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Rebounded by Bailey. And the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. To the inside. T. It's rebounded by Virginia. D's got his 4th rebound in this one. That one's not going to go. Here's Silk. The layup missed. Virginia trails by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And he makes the first. That one is no good. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Howard with the steal. Howard draws the double.
Where's the open man?
And there's the pass to Elliott. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Virginia. D's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Clark for 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 9. Five to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. B, the pass to Ball. And the lead is down inside single digits. Baller's got 7 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Here's T. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Howard hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 9.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Timeout called, Virginia.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jay's checked in for B, and T subbed in for Ball. .131 left to play here in the second quarter. Clark, the pass to D. Here's Jay, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Silks checked in for Clark. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe, hitting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Thunder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He hits the second from the line. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Silk. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jay, the pass to D. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Thunder. It's rebounded by Virginia. Jay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Cavaliers have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
And he sinks the second. With 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Power dishes to Morrow. From 12 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morrow's got 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. T, the pass to D. T is guarded by Johnson. Passes to D. Clock at 6. Fades away. Count that one. 8 points for him. Outside Howard. How about that?
An incredible way to end the half. That doesn't only give them a bigger lead, it gives them more momentum heading into the locker room.
And so we wrap up the first half. The away team up 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there already in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Look at Tiny. He's been really playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
B out there with Silk. Then it's D. Then it's Tiny. And it's Baller in at the shooting guard. T is out there with Bottoms. And it's Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Silk. And it's Howard in at the point. Here's Baller. Virginia gets it back in a new 14.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And so far, very efficient all around, about 55%. And for Virginia, they got Silk. Baller is out there with Clark. Then there's B, and it's D in at the 5. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to B. Virginia working the ball around. Here's Clark. He's got 14. Bucket is good.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
To the paint. Here's Howard. It's blocked. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. The pass to Ball. Passes it to D. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Howard. Over to the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the inside. T. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here's D. D. Great positioning on the putback. D's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Poked away. Now Howard. He's got 12. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And it's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. Some changes for Virginia. Big Cat comes in for D, and it's D in for B. Howard draws the double. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Silk. From deep three-point range. The shot will not fall. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Clark for 3. It's not going to go for him. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Silk. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Silk's got 11 points.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Pass to Silk. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Cavaliers have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Bottoms. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here is Howard. He's got 12. And it's Tiny with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 9. Pass to Silk. Shot clock at 5. From deep.
And they're not having as much success from long range as they did in the first half.
Here's Clark. He's got 16. Here's Big Cat. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. First one falls for him. Jay's checked in for the Cavaliers. Good on both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Howard, the pass to Johnson. There's the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Johnson right side. And the shot goes down. Johnson's got 6. Virginia trails by 10. And there's the call on the eraser. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
T's checked in for ball. The visitors on defense have led by as many as 14 points. Here's D. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. They double team Howard to the middle. Silk. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jay's checked in for Big Cat. And it's Baller in for T. Clark the pass to D. Passes it to Jay. Misses in close.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Pass to Howard. Here is Elliott. 8 points for him. Howard, the pass to Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Baller, he's guarded by Johnson. Baller passes to D. Virginia working the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Fires it up. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Here's Clark. 16 points for him. And there's the call on the eraser. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Jay. And the three ball is good. Jay's got to get it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. Here is Elliott. 8 points for him. Feeds it to Howard. And it's blocked.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Clark. Three-pointer. A rebound by Johnson. Really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Thunder. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Bailey, he's checked in for Thunder. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. D passes to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Pass to D. Virginia needs to get off a shot. Launches it. Not going to go that time.
Did a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Now, here's Howard. Defense is right there. Now the pass to Bailey. Down low. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. T's checked in for Johnson. That one is off. B's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he's good on the second. Gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Howard kicks to G. Off target from three-point range. Virginia trails by 11. J the pass to B. Howard dishes to G. Back to Howard. Pass to Bailey. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Elliott. They get the rebound. Pass to Bailey. Pass to Morrow. Here's Bailey. Takes the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Bailey's got 5. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's D. That shot missing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The away team, they lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. They've got T, Money out there with Elliott. And there's Bottoms, and it's Morrow in at the power forward. The first one falls. Silks checked in for Jay. He doesn't get the second one. Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Now here's Howard. They double team Howard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Virginia with possession here. Virginia trails by 13. The pass to Baller. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Here is Elliott. Here's Moore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Elliott. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Virginia trails by 11. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Virginia.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Passes it to Morrow. Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
The Cavaliers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's D. Rebounded by Bailey. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Big Cat, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And it's denied. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Misses the 3. Virginia trails by 13. D is guarded by Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. And he gets it back. Woo! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Silk. And there's the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Morrow. Got a piece of it. And yes, it's good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Timeout called, Virginia.
Timeout. Start it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Clark's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks so much, David. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. T, the pass to Silk. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Lots of room. Good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Here's Morrow. Jumps up. Oh, wow.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Back to Clark. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Virginia.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Here's Clark. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, and he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And here is Howard. Morrow, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Six to shoot. Passes it to Silk. The tray. Morrow with the rebound. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Howard's shot is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Silk. Back to Clark. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Clark's got 21 in the game.
Adding to his three-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Pass to Howard. He kicks to Morrow. And it's blocked.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Money.
And a lot of his points have come from beyond the arc. And that's been big because it's opened the floor for himself and his teammates. And without his work from downtown, their offense would have really struggled.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
After a monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Here's Silk. Pass to T. It's deflected. Here's D. An easy 2 points on the layup. D's got 11 in the second half.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That free throw, no good. Jay's checked in for B. Good on the second free throw. Virginia trails by 13. The pass to Clark. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Virginia.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Passes to Howard for 3. Good on the triple. Howard's got 5 points in the quarter.
His three-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
Here's Clark. From 11 feet away. Got a hand on it. Pushing it up. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He can't hit that time. And Virginia going the other way now. Here's D. Morrow with the rebound. Morrow's got 6 rebounds in the game. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Silk. Now here's Howard. Not a lot of room. They double team Howard. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Cavaliers now. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
That one misses for Howard. Virginia trails by 15. Silk passes to Clark. Here's Baller, and he's good on the 3-ball. Baller's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Now here's Howard. He's guarded close. Silk. Cavaliers with the rebound. Jay's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's Clark in the corner. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Clark's got 26 points.
Showing some guts. Taking a guy who towers over him and still landing it.
Pass to Silk. Back to Howard. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Morrow. Kept alive. T. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one. Bailey's checked in for the eraser. And he makes both free throws. Timeout called, Virginia. They're trailing by 12. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Howard. Clark, the pass to Jay. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster chance.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Now here's Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Baller passes to D. Missed inside.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
And the pass to Howard. Passes it to Bailey. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Just 3 to shoot. Shot, high post. That shot off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.